There are just a few days left in the month of June now, and the idea that maybe Cyberpunk 2077 would at least start releasing its free DLCs in the first half of the year, as its original roadmap indicated, is slowly slipping away. Now it's just, sometime in 2021. When we talk about Cyberpunk 2077's launch problems, I'm often reminded by readers that The Witcher 3 underwent a similarly glitchy launch at first. But I think it's safe to say it was nowhere near this level, and that's reflected in how quickly post-launch support for that game picked up. I wanted to go through the calendar to showcase just how far off The Witcher 3's DLC release schedule we are with Cyberpunk. Here's the timeline for its free DLC and major expansions. So, to sum up, it was just a few days after launch when CDPR started rolling out free DLC for The Witcher 3, minor as it may have been, and it only took 3 months for all 16 pieces of DLC to be released. After that, it was 5 months until Hearts of Stone hit, and then a full year for the massive Blood and Wine. Cyberpunk 2077 came out on December 10, 2020. So it has been about 6.5 months since its release, and we'll likely get to 7 months in another 2 weeks without hearing anything about free DLC, if I had to guess. By this time in The Witcher 3's lifecycle, all 16 pieces of free DLC were out, as was the entire Hearts of Stone expansion. And we know for a fact that 2021 will not bring a major paid DLC expansion, given that the only things planned before the end of this year are the free DLC and the next-gen release of the original game. So an expansion of any size will not hit until at least 2022, over a year after launch. There have been 6 hotfixes and 3 patches for Cyberpunk since launch, though they have overwhelmingly been about simply fixing bugs in the game and improving its performance on console especially. The quality of life improvements added have been tiny, and nothing that could be classified as free DLC, even though I do expect some quality of life improvements there when those do come. As for when we'll hear about the new DLC? I have no idea. I'm tired of guessing. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my free weekly content roundup newsletter, God Rolls. Pick up my sci-fi novels The Hero Killer series, and the Earthborn trilogy, which is also on audiobook.